Oh, hi. Well, hi, everybody. It's your boy Ray. I'm in the car again. Car vlogs, but I'm not moving exactly. More like parking lot vlogs, I guess, because that's really the best time I could really vlog. I just got off work, so I'm in the parking lot right now, the school parking lot. But I'm going to be heading home, get my meal in, and suffering for the rest of the week. but um, but yeah, we are less than 4 weeks out from the Columbia Classic, which is it's gonna be my last show for the year. I feel like I'm getting all the nutrition stuff down right. The dieting's on point. I'm losing weight, per week, and the refeeds. The jump is not high, but I'm properly doing the refeeds. But I gain a little bit of weight off the refeeds, but it normalizes itself back down at the end of the week. But I feel like I may not be able to get the conditioning that I had at the Washington State Natural at the Columbia Classic. But it's this is all for getting on stage. Not at 127, not small and depleted, but to be a little bit more fuller. So I feel like I'm executing that right. But to get the conditioning down, I feel like I may not get it. We'll see. But here goes nothing, I guess. This is new stuff to me, so it's a new stuff to me that I've never really had my carbs really high at this point. Like I've depleted as far down as maybe like 130, 140 carbs. This was with the Washington State Natural, and I never really talked about nutrition, but that's where I was like the final weeks, before I started loading carbs back in my system again. That's how low I was. But this time I'm still dropping weight, but my carbs are right now like 210 to 220. Last week they were like 230 to 240, and the week before that they were like 250 to 260. So I'm losing weight, adjusting my carbs, but I'm not like crazy batshit insane right now. I'm feeling pretty good. The only thing I'm really complaining about is that I'm just cutting back on some servings, servings on some foods like my favorite foods. But the big meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're still fairly big and fairly huge. So I'm still good about that. But the other foods, I was like, man, I gotta start sacking this out. But whatever. But but yeah, everything's going pretty good. I gotta practice my posing a little bit more because I figured out I could do a little bit more tweaks to my mandatories, especially like my front look, like doing like front relax and front double buys and lat spread. Like I could tweak those a little bit more. That's what I've been thinking about and working on here and there. So I just need to put more kind of like pose and time. Just take a bit out of the day to work on that. So and I need to go through my posing routine again. I'm also thinking about tweaking up some moves there. So that way, it's still the same routine. I'm using the same routine for the Washington State Natural, but I want to like put a little bit more flair, I guess, to the movements. I guess. So training wise, I kind of reverted everything back to the Washington State Natural prep. I don't want to make things too complicated. I don't want to really switch things up, especially me thinking about I want to incorporate deadlifts back in my routine again. I feel like right now they don't have a place for it right now with my current state of training, just where my strength levels are, just where I'm at strength wise. It's just I don't think it has a place for it right now. So I'm just kind of just stick with what you've been doing so far, stick with what's been working for you, and let's think about incorporating that stuff like in the off season. But I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to switch things up or add some new things into a routine where you know stuff has been working. It's just why you like adding more volume to it. I'm already a high volume type of guy. Adding more volume to it is just like, yeah, I think that'll probably head towards overtraining, but whatever. It is what it is. So this week, it's pretty much just the typical old like weekly training split for me. Mandatory 4 cardio sessions. So like last week I did 2 hits and 2 low intensity cardio sessions. I am thinking about doing a fifth cardio session today, which would be well, not today, but today I was thinking about doing 5 cardio sessions, and today would be one of them since it's an upper body day. We'll see how that goes, after the workout. But I'm gonna allow myself time to do cardio, so I'm gonna go in a little bit earlier than usual. Carbs drop to 210, 220, and if I feel all right with it, depending on how today goes, maybe tomorrow I'll drop it down to like 205, 215, maybe getting close to 200. But then I still have week 3 or 3 weeks out next week, and then I still have a depletion week 2 weeks out, and then I start filling up to front load for a peak week. So I still have that amount of time to drop carbs. So maybe I could still stay on a little bit more, um, but we'll feel it out, or I'll feel it out. This is all me right now. This show is going to be the last show of the year, but I definitely want to, like I said in the previous vlogs, I want to kind of use that as a experiment show to kind of see what can I do differently as far as like manipulating the diet a little bit more, maybe manipulating training a little bit more. Ease back on some things, maybe put more emphasis in other areas. Like for instance, for me, I've been trying to put a lot of emphasis on like building my shoulders, I guess. Even though on my scorecard it said, your delts look really good. The judges said my delts look really good. I feel like it could be a lot more rounder. I'm achieving that, but at the same time, I feel like I'm beating myself up because adding a little bit more stuff here and there to the volume, and I think that might be overtraining. So I got to back up on that stuff. So that's why I'm kind of going back to like what's been working for me for the past show. Working with that prep. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something, but other than that, I don't want to make another long vlog. So I'm just gonna go home, get my snack, and play a little bit of World of Warcraft, I guess. And it's the summer, so video game wise, there should be a summer sale coming on. So I'm looking at you, Valve. You would get your Steam summer sale off the bat. I already bought a new game called it's an indie game called Megabyte Punch. It's for the PC. It's a game that I've been kind of looking at for quite a while because it's like a mix of like Smash Brothers with custom robos. So like your robots, so you can customize like your body parts and stuff like that. And each one will have it'll give you like a different ability, but in the control play style of Smash Brothers, which I think is a good game. So I definitely played that for maybe like a good hour last night. So maybe I'll play a little bit of that today. But I got a lot of dailies to do in World of Warcraft. So yeah. So let's cut it off right here. I'll see everybody for next time. And I really need to take a nap. Let's get my food.